Hello, happy Wednesday, happy hump day energy balance. My name is Sue McLaughlin. Inner Source Living is my practice. Today we are going to focus on the lymph system, cravings, and bargaining. So it finally occurred to me that we have been going through the stages of healing. We had denial, we had depression, we've had anger, and now we're back into bargaining. So we'll just keep going through this evolution of healing through this, what is for many of us a traumatic experience. And traumatic could be big T, like really overwhelming, or it could be small t, just that this is really uncomfortable. And how are we going to get through this? Also, as I was reflecting on this, there is a theme today, all work and no play. We just had a holiday weekend, and I probably didn't feel like a usual holiday weekend. A lot of people go on vacation, they have more getaways, more cookouts, things like that, and that looked a little different this year. So it might feel like all this work and we would normally kind of fill our cup with play didn't happen. Okay, excuse me. All right. Oh, frog there. Okay, so this is a balance for anyone. Please share it if you find it fruitful and helpful for you. Yeah, like, share it. Also, I want you to, as you're preparing to listen to this, please start to relax or get into your flow of movement, walking, whatever that is. You can listen to this daily if you find it helpful to keep recalibrating and getting you back into alignment and boosting your energy. Also, I want to point out lymph system is a big part of our immune system, and stress, whether it is on a conscious level or an unconscious level, can really challenge our immune system. And we are all walking through some form of stress that is not probably what we had last year this time. And so let's just keep working on that immune system and keeping us as healthy as possible. All right, so some nice deep breaths. Okay. All right, so we are going to start, again, I apologize, going through this Body Talk protocol chart as a guide, using my hands to muscle test for us so I'm not twitching or having a fidget type of nervousness. Okay, so first thing we're going to work with is an organ. It's the spleen. Spleen is a big part of our lymph system. So right to the lymph system. It is a part of our unconscious mind and our rhythm of life. And there's an orientation around this it's just all work, all work. Now, work can be, people are working harder than usual, longer hours than usual, even if they're working from home, in part because maybe goals and strategies changed. And then, how do we get our product to market? How do we keep our shelves filled? That type of thing. Also, there is a piece of this where there isn't enough work or you haven't been able to work. At this point, it is the Wednesday after Memorial Day, as I've said, and hair salons have opened up. They were already open in Ohio. They just opened in Kentucky. Other businesses, gyms, have started to open up. And so it's just, there's been this pause and flow of like no work and too much work. But again, it's just all work related. Okay, and then almost the emotion that I'm getting is withdrawal. Like it's just like we have not had enough fun. So there's been no fun. Again, all work, no fun. And our rhythm of life is feeling out of alignment. Disharmony is coming up. All right, so we're creating a formula to bring to our conscious mind. Now we have a consciousness around the pituitary, which is the master gland here for our hormones. There is, and it's, you know, depending on your belief system, it is the part of our sixth chakra that is about our vision, our creativity, the future, our, you know, our insight. And it feels almost as if there's a calcification. We can't see what we're working towards right now. And okay. Whew, all right. Again, disharmony is a big, and lack of clarity. That is what's coming up strongly for me right now. Right, and we have a subsession. We're going into environment, Vivaxis, which the easiest way to explain what Vivaxis is in this Body Talk system is it's our inner compass, maybe even our North Star. We had clear direction on where we were headed in the future. So futures, you know, we had plans. You know, some people were on track to meet goals. Things were great. You were getting in our groove. And then it all stopped, right? And so there's confusion as well coming up with this feeling off track. But we're still working and trying to move forward in life, but we're just not, it's not as clear where we're going. All right, so that's our first formula. We're going to tap that out. If you'd like to hold anywhere, you can put your hand on your rib cage on the left side of your body, below that breast area. And we're gonna just tap this out, calling attention to our brain with this new information. Saving it in our heart mind. One more round, deep breath. All right, so this is still processing. And what also is coming to me that we are really on a faith walk. All different, it doesn't matter what your faith is, we all have to have faith. So it might be faith in the medical community, it might be faith in the government, it might be faith in God, that God's going to get me through this. That I'm going to faith in my company, like, okay, that they're doing what they can to keep us all employed or, you know, have a job when I get back. So there's just a lot of faith that needs to come up here. Yeah, and I think it's time to also reflect on where you are putting your faith. All right, so it's no longer a priority. We're going to move to the next tap out, if you will. All right, we're going to other modalities and we're going into polarity. And this is where I will use magnets. And I'll just show you this. There's green and red side. There's 14 little powerful discs in here. There's a north and a south side. So again, there's this directional piece in this theme today. And there is, we're going to hold them on our, well, I am going to hold the magnets on either side of my brain to get this connection, some balancing in the left and right side. It could also be, depending on what technique, it could be hydration is going to start to get in balance, masculine, feminine. And there is some, again, we have workplace. A lot of people are going to start back into their office, you know, back in beginning of June, they're going to start back, you know, in the new flow and the new seating plan. You know, maybe they don't come in every day. And again, it's sort of navigating all of this and how that can kind of throw us off. We've also done a lot of work to figure out flow at home, flow at the grocery, and now that things are being added in, so it feels like there's the energy of more work to manage all of this. And so there's some anxiety around navigating this. And not just for ourselves, but our loved ones going back out to the world. All right, so I muscle tested green, there's nothing else here. So what I'll have you do, if you'd like to participate, is just take your hands and place them over, this is where the limbic part of our brain is, and you can just have them over your ears here. And you can kind of, sometimes I like to just put a little pressure there. I'm going to hold the magnets for us. And so we're going to do 3 deep breaths. Here we go. Breathe in. Again. One more time. Breathe in. Okay. All right, so we're in balance. This is no longer a priority. All right, so we're going to go back in. Going in lymph again, but lymph tissue. And lymph tissue is more than just where our lymph nodes are. There is, but there is a specific area where we're holding in this groin area where we do have a lot of lymph nodes. And there's muscles that have lymph, skin. And so it's about forward movement. And so if you are maybe not moving a lot right now, getting out and walking in the morning or evening, I say those because right now it's really hot. Walk in the afternoon, whatever feels right for you. If you have a trampoline, you can rebound, jumping jacks, something to get some movement going, that will help the lymph system process out. That'll get us anywhere where there's any kind of emotional, spiritual, and literally immune toxicity, stuckness. We want to keep things moving. And there's also, with lymph system, spleen, it can be about overthinking and over worry. And so anywhere we're getting stuck there. Yeah. So I can tell you, I can relate there where there are times where I am overthinking how things have to flow. And for me, I tend to go to like how worst case scenario kind of thing, and then I can pull back. But I would like not to do that, because that can be very draining and take me off course, and take the energy away from where I want to go forward. So that's what it feels like with this lymph tissue, allowing for that not to have this like, extreme going one way or another. All right, there is a link to this, and it is our adrenals, and it's the spectrum of survival. So for some people, they can't survive without the sun, so they have to go outside. Some people, they need people energy. So they don't care if it's crowded or not. They're going to places where they're that extrovert type personality, and like they need that to feed them in order to survive. Others, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna hunker down, stay away, stranger danger. If I don't know you, I'm not going to, to a distance cookout or whatever. And so we're bringing in that full spectrum. And I think internally we ourselves have that as well. So there are times where it's like, this feels very strong in resistance. And in other places we're like, I will say that I noticed this weekend that I started to reach my hand out to shake somebody's hand. So right there, I'm on the, hey, I want to make connection. And it occurred to me like, wow, I can't remember the last time I did that, but that was this unconscious, like, I'm really glad to meet you. We don't do that right now. And so it was an awkward feeling that I had. And so that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't have to be an extreme thing, just those subtle little things that we do to connect And that's, ooh, that's dangerous now. Okay, all right, so we are going to tap this out. I invite you, if you would like, to put your hands on your rib cage, both sides, left and right. This is with the intention of the adrenals, which kind of are more on the back side, but and the spleen again to represent lymph. I'm gonna lay my arm across for both, and we're just gonna take some nice deep breaths and tap this out. We've made it 2 months. Let's help our body help us by processing physically out any emotions, any traumas, big or small, any resistance, any fear. Okay. So this is still processing. The belief system used to be that trauma was all in our head and we could just kind of think it away and let it go. Trauma is actually stored in our bodies. So this body works with our brain to keep us alive. That started at the first time a human was created. And so now we're using our bodies to help us free us from these traumas and belief systems that are getting in our way, that the attachments that are interfering with our well-being. All right, that's today's balance. Again, please listen to this as many times as you feel like you need. This will boost your immune system. This will help some of those cravings that we're having, like to get back and work out at the gym, and allow you to navigate your flow. One thing that occurred to me is that I believe that on Google, if you look up a business, it does tell you like the flow of how busy they are. And I'm going to use that myself and go when I can, when the flow should be quieter or calmer, or just be prepared that this is the time I can go and it's going to be busy. And I'm going to prepare myself to navigate through that and come out okay. All right, my name is Sue McLaughlin. Thank you very much for your time today. I hope this video was fruitful for you. If you did find it beneficial, please like and share it. It is meant to serve everyone through this time of stress. All right, take care, and I will see you next week.